In the India Today Best Universities Survey, India's #1 ranked universities in various streams are JNU Delhi, Amity University, AIIMS Delhi, IIT Delhi and National Law School Bengaluru.
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद यही तो है इसकी खास बात।
वाओ मामा, क्या स्वाद है।
अरे मेरे राजा,
मुस्कुराए लड़खड़ाए जिंदगी, चाहे जो भी हो।
सर, पेशेंट के लिए कौन सा रूम प्रेफर करेंगे आप?
जिंदगी भर के प्यार का कोई रेट कार्ड नहीं होता। टाटा AIG हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस, विद यू लाइक फैमिली, विद यू ऑलवेज।
आधे बाउल दही में 4 चम्मच MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला डाला, स्टर करो, पुदीना चटनी तैयार। MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला।
पैसा लगाना है तो सेंचुरी प्लाई क्लब प्राइम पे लगाओ। डूबेगा नहीं, जलेगा भी नहीं, कोई खा नहीं जाएगा, धोखा नहीं देगा, ऊपर नीचे भी नहीं होगा, सेफ रहेगा, सिक्योर्ड भी, मिनिमम 30 साल का रिटर्न देगा। अब इससे बेटर इन्वेस्टमेंट है तो बताओ। सेंचुरी प्लाई क्लब प्राइम, रहो बेफिक्र।
आर प्योर शाही पनीर मसाला, डिलीशियस, हेल्दी एवरीडे।
Co-powered by Century Ply Club Prime, रहो बेफिक्र।
आधे बाउल दही में 4 चम्मच MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला डाला, स्टर करो, पुदीना चटनी तैयार। MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला।
पैसा लगाना है तो सेंचुरी प्लाई क्लब प्राइम पे लगाओ। डूबेगा नहीं, जलेगा भी नहीं, कोई खा नहीं जाएगा, धोखा नहीं देगा, ऊपर नीचे भी नहीं होगा, सेफ रहेगा, सिक्योर्ड भी, मिनिमम 30 साल का रिटर्न देगा। अब इससे बेटर इन्वेस्टमेंट है तो बताओ। सेंचुरी प्लाई क्लब प्राइम, रहो बेफिक्र।
आर प्योर सूजी पास्ता, उबालो, मिलाओ और खाओ,
8 मिनट में तैयार।
क्या टेस्ट है, सबका राजा आर प्योर मसाला। मुस्कुराए लड़खड़ाए जिंदगी, चाहे जो भी हो।
सर, पेशेंट के लिए कौन सा रूम प्रेफर करेंगे आप?
जिंदगी भर के प्यार का कोई रेट कार्ड नहीं होता। टाटा AIG हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस, विद यू लाइक फैमिली, विद यू ऑलवेज।
अब छोलिया हो या लोबिया, सफेद चने या काले चने,
सब कुछ मजेदार बने।
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो मतवारा हुआ रे। केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद यही तो है इसकी खास बात।
वाओ मामा, क्या स्वाद है।
अरे मेरे राजा,
your smartphones to your smart televisions, trending stories are breaking the internet. Smriti Mandhana has made her first public appearance after calling off the wedding with Palash Muchal. And the internet cannot stop gushing about her. A picture of poise, grit and grace. Next up, Trump has gone viral yet again with his tweet on Mexico, and America cannot help but agree. Meanwhile, Indonesian president's comment to Putin is grabbing eyeballs. Seems like the Russia's supreme leader's visit to India has made him rather envious. And viewers, the next one is straight out of a book. Khloe Kardashian seems flirted with a teacher online. The teacher in question had to shoot a shot. Of course, the internet does not blame him. Meanwhile, Elon Musk seems to have triggered the Wokes, and it is safe to say they are not happy. Last but not least, it's a truly global collaboration between Prada and the famous Kolhapuri chappals. We have this and a lot more packed for you in this episode. I am Oyana and this is Trending. Viewers, cricketer Smriti Mandhana's life has been chronicled by the media for quite some time now. With the landmark World Cup win and a wedding on the cards, it was all going well for Mandhana until it wasn't. Her wedding with music composer Palash Muchal, which was once building up to be a very celebrated event, was soon shrouded with controversies as the rumour mill ran amok. And now, after an announcement of a wedding cancellation dispelling any and all rumours, Mandhana was at the receiving end of immense media scrutiny. In her first sighting since the cancellation of her wedding, Smriti Mandhana was spotted at the Amazon Sambhav Summit as a featured sports icon. The media flew into a frenzy as they fawned over the graceful demeanour of the star cricketer in her ensuing interactions. And the Team India vice-captain was at the summit, sharing the stage with World Cup winning captain Harmanpreet Kaur of the tournament in ICC Women's ODI World Cup 2025. Here, Mandhana spoke of cricket, her first love, as she shared her thoughts about her long career, focus and how cricket helped her deal with life's challenges. Her answers amid the media interaction won hearts as netizens swarmed in with encouraging words and support for the star cricketer online.
For the game, and I don't think I love anything in life more than cricket. So when you go out to bat or when you go out to represent your country, I don't think any other thoughts are there in the mind. When you put on the Indian jersey, the only thing you want to do is represent India and win the match for the country. And yeah, I mean, the biggest motivation is that when you put on the jersey and the India is written. I mean, I always tell everyone that once you put on the jersey, you just keep all your problems aside and just be on the field, because you have a responsibility and you are one of 2 billion people who are representing your country.
Viewers, the internet has only sent in a steady stream of love, adulation, encouragement and support to Smriti Mandhana as she takes on life in the aftermath of the controversy surrounding her wedding and its subsequent cancellation. From praising her spirit of sportsmanship as she talks about the donning of the Team India jersey, to lauding her grace and grit as she handles the questions and media attention, an array of warm and smiling comments awaited the star cricketer on social media. All right, viewers, we've said it once and we'll say it again. There really seldom are days when the US president hasn't made it to the headlines. This time around, it's Trump's tweet casting a sewage problem on the southern border as a looming threat to the people of the United States. The president posted on Truth Social to rail against Mexico and the long-running Tijuana River sewage crisis, sparking a flurry of online activity in response. viewers, for a moment we shift our focus to some breaking news that is now coming in. The Prime Minister, as we understand, has spoken to US President Donald Trump. This is a post that has now been put out by the Prime Minister on social media platform X. He says, and I quote, that he had a very warm and engaging conversation with President Trump. We reviewed the progress in our bilateral relations and discussed regional and international developments. India and the US will continue to work together for global peace, stability, and prosperity. So viewers, that is the breaking news that we are getting in at the moment. A telephonic conversation that has taken place between Prime Minister Modi and Donald Trump, President of the United States. The two leaders reviewed the progress in the India-US Comprehensive Global Strategic Partnership and expressed satisfaction at the steady strengthening of bilateral cooperation across all domains. Prime Minister and the President underlined the importance of sustaining momentum in shared efforts to enhance bilateral trade. The leaders also exchanged views on expanding cooperation in critical technologies, energy, defense and security, and other priority areas that are central to the implementation of the India-US Compact for the 21st century. The leaders also discussed various regional and global developments and agreed to work closely to address shared challenges and advance common interests. The two leaders, as we understand, have agreed to remain in touch. That is the breaking news that we are getting in at the moment, viewers. Prime Minister Modi dialing US President Donald Trump. It comes just months after, in the wake of the tariff war. But we understand at this point in time that this has been a friendly conversation where the two leaders reviewed the progress of the India-US Comprehensive Global Strategic Partnership and agreed to work in tandem towards a cause that is beneficial for both the nations in terms of trade, defense, technology ties, and a lot more. The two leaders also exchanged views on expanding cooperation in critical technologies, energy, defense, and security, and other priority areas that are central to the implementation of the India-US Compact for the 21st century. All right, viewers, while we try to gather more details, let's quickly put out the latest details that we're picking up on the contents of the conversation that has taken place between the Prime Minister and Donald Trump. The two leaders have essentially reviewed the progress in the India-US Comprehensive Global Strategic Partnership and expressed satisfaction at the steady strengthening of bilateral cooperation across all domains. Prime Minister and President Trump underlined the importance of sustaining momentum in shared efforts to enhance bilateral trade. The leaders also discussed various regional and global developments and agreed to work closely to address shared challenges and advance common interests. This meeting, this telephonic conversation, viewers, comes at a critical time when a team of US trade representatives is already in the national capital as we speak, in a bid to close in on the India-US FTA. Let's go across to Executive Editor Niranjan, who joins us live from the newsroom with more details on this.
We have the full handout of the Prime Minister's office. The Prime Minister's office has given a detailed statement on what both leaders, Prime Minister Modi and US President Donald Trump, discussed. It was a phone call, a telephonic conversation, and that conversation took place a few minutes back. And from the handout, the PMO says the two leaders reviewed the progress in the India-US Comprehensive Global Strategic Partnership, expressing satisfaction at the steady strengthening of bilateral cooperation across all domains. And the important sentence is here, where in the first paragraph, the PMO says, both Prime Minister Modi and Donald Trump underline the importance of sustaining momentum in shared efforts to enhance bilateral trade. So trade being the key word, underlining the importance of trade on a day when US trade team is in New Delhi to discuss a possible trade deal. And they are, of course, both India and America want to seal the trade deal. And India, of course, has been a hard nut to crack, as Trump says, because we have stuck to our ground, not allowing America to get the upper hand in the trade talks. And in the last few days, you've had several controversial comments coming from the likes of Donald Trump. The US president spoke about India's rice dumping. He called it rice dumping, referring to our basmati rice trade and exports to the US. But on the other hand, in different US House committees, you've had different Republicans, Democrats, bipartisan support for trade talks with India to progress, and how India is well prepared and is willing to go that extra mile if America is to be spoken to on fair terms and on equal terms, most importantly. And let me also tell you that from the Prime Minister's office, the details being handed out of the call, saying the leaders exchanged views on expanding cooperation in critical technologies, energy, defense, security and other priority areas that are central to the implementation of the India-US Compact, which is catalyzing opportunities for military partnership, accelerated commerce and technology for the 21st century. Interesting that the Prime Minister's office also mentions this. Interesting that both leaders discussed it, because just yesterday the US has also approved another multi-million dollar, running into several hundreds of dollars of defense pact with Pakistan. So the timing of all of this is critical. Of course, on trade, the US trade team is here. On defense, India has just, finalized an order for helicopters with a huge American company. And Pakistan and America, of course, their ties have come into question. And the handout also saying the leaders discussed various regional, global developments and agreed to work closely to address shared challenges and advance common interests. The two leaders agreed to remain in touch. So that's a detailed, handout that's come in from the Prime Minister's office of the call between Donald Trump and our Prime Minister. I'm handing it back to you for now, and we'll keep a close track on the developments. Back to you for now.
Right. Thank you very much, Niranjan, for giving us those details on your screens. Now, viewers, is the entire statement that has been released by the Prime Minister's office on what essentially transpired during the telephonic conversation between Prime Minister Modi and US President Donald Trump. All right, viewers, moving on, hot off the plate and straight to your screens. Ladies and gentlemen, here are the hot trends of the day. A skydiver narrowly avoided disaster when their reserve parachute, accidentally deployed, became entangled with the plane's tail. The pilot had to use heavy control inputs to keep the aircraft level, but managed to land safely after the skydiver freed themselves and descended using their main parachute. Actor Chiranjeevi is receiving negative feedback on social media following a recent remark where he made the Telangana Rising Global Summit, where the actor went on to the function with businessmen Anand Mahindra and Niti Aayog Vice Chairman Suman Beri. Chiranjeevi stated in his address that he was dancing with a girl at Annapurna Studios when he received an invitation to the event. Some internet users took issue with the remark and criticized the actor for his poor choice of words. In a busy neighborhood cafe in Cairo, Liverpool games that once attracted large crowds now see people opting to play cards or scroll through their phones when Mohamed Salah isn't playing. Salah, regarding as the Egyptian king and one of the world's top footballers, recently criticized manager Arne Slot after being left on the bench for 3 consecutive games. He told reporters he felt the club he has been for with 7.5 years had thrown him under the bus. Miss Universe 2025 Fatima Bosch reportedly left a live interview with American Spanish-language network Telemundo on the 9th of December after being asked uncomfortable questions about the controversy surrounding her victory at the pageant in Thailand. Fatima appeared on a program with hosts Lourdes Stephen and Carlos Adian and was immediately met with a rapid-fire round of uncomfortable questions about fraud claims, frozen bank accounts, and the internal investigations facing the Miss Universe organization. Actor Jennifer Lawrence and Josh Hutcherson are set to reprise their roles as Katniss Everdeen and Peter Mellark in a cameo for the upcoming Hunger Games prequel Sunrise on the Reaping. The film, based on Suzanne Collins' novel, explores the 50th Hunger Games, the brutal second quarter quell, featuring double tributes and devastating twists. Directed by Francis Lawrence, Sunrise on the Reaping is set to hit theatres and IMAX on the 20th of November 2026. At the 5th Red Sea International Film Festival in Jeddah, Alia Bhatt received the prestigious Golden Globe Horizon Award shared with Tunisian actress Hind Sabri. Dazzling in a floral gown, Alia Bhatt reflected on her journey from a passionate teen to a seasoned actor during a panel. She also gave a sneak peek of her upcoming spy thriller Alpha, Yash Raj Films' first female-led action film set for release in April 2026. An MS Dhoni fan took his passion to a hilarious new level by writing a contract at his own wedding, guaranteeing himself lifelong access to CSK and RCB matches. His bride Ashima read the agreement aloud at the mandap, drawing laughter from everyone around. The moment was captured by Dhruv Majetia's friends and quickly went viral on social media. In the document, Dhruv jokingly described himself as a devoted Dhoni and CSK fan and slightly terrified group. Viewers, large flocks of migratory birds have started visiting the coastal area of Thoothukudi. Every winter, migratory birds like rosy starling arrive in India's Central Europe during October and returning in March-April. Thousands of these birds have been sighted in Tamil Nadu's Tirunelveli district, including around 5,000 birds at the district hospital. Nobel Peace Prize winner Maria Corina Machado was seen in Oslo early Thursday, climbing over barriers outside her hotel to embrace supporters. The Venezuelan opposition leader has not made it to the Norwegian capital in time for the award ceremony held just hours earlier. The 58-year-old engineer quietly left Venezuela despite a decade-long travel ban and after spending more than a year in hiding. Viewers, Russian President Putin's visit to India seems to have sparked conversations in many other nations as well. This is as the Indonesian President Prabowo Subianto extended a light-hearted diplomatic invitation to Russian President Vladimir Putin during talks in Moscow on Wednesday. This invitation came with a sly comment that suggested that India should not remain the only destination on the Russian leader's travel itinerary.
Using this opportunity, I would like to invite you to visit Indonesia at your convenience. Maybe it could happen in 2026 or in 2027. We will be very happy to receive you in our country. Thank you very much. We will for sure do this. Because India should not be the only country where you travel. With pleasure. Thank you very much.
And the irony is that this is the Indonesian president's second meet with the Russian premier in Russia itself. Prabowo, amid this visit, praised the excellent state of bilateral ties and invited Putin to make an official state visit to Indonesia in the coming year. The meeting underscored Moscow's push to deepen engagement with major nations in the global south. Indonesia, the world's fourth most populous country, plays a key role in that strategy as Russia continues to navigate Western sanctions imposed over them over the war in Ukraine. Hi viewers, moving on, social media has taken by storm as Khloe Kardashian was just asked out by a California-based teacher whose Instagram post she playfully commented on. All of this media storm started off innocently when Khloe Kardashian surprising fans when she jumped into educator Jacob Meyer's Instagram comments with a cheeky question that is, "How was your day?" after he jokingly described himself as a man waiting for a woman who asks about his school day. And now Myers is shooting his shot right back as he posted a TikTok inviting Kardashian to be his date to his school staff's holiday party, revealing the viral exchange has overtaken his life. And that's not all. He seems quite set on this, seeing through this date, as he offers an alternative and quite flexibly so. Myers says that if the Kardashian star can't make it to Santa Cruz, he'll happily join her as a +1 to Kris Jenner's annual Christmas Eve bash while he's visiting Los Angeles later this month. And netizens have swarmed Khloe on every imaginable social media platform, urging her to say yes. As fans beg her to say yes, netizens have crossed all oohed and ahed over the cute, playful exchange online. From absolutely urging Khloe to take him up on this date to appreciating him to just be her type, which she needs, while some even hilariously quipped as to how his students would react on seeing this stir online, the internet. Ladies and gentlemen, the internet houses a myriad of comments and reactions. As we went all on one end over Khloe's Instagram comments sparking a potential date, we have on the other end Elon Musk kicking up a woke storm. This as Elon Musk stirs an online row as he responds to a post mocking pronoun lists, calling pronouns bullshit. His comment drew over 36,000 likes and hundreds of thousands of views. And well, netizens had quite the hot take to give on the matter, and they seemed to be in agreement with Elon Musk after all. In fact, a slew of comments went on to make fun of the fact that had anyone posted a comment like punch on the face, social media platform X would have earned their post getting blocked. The internet was filled with comments in a surprising turn of events, for once agreeing with the billionaire. And that's all that we had for you in this edition of Trending, ladies and gentlemen. But do stay on with us. On the other side, the debate with Arnab Goswami. Thanks for watching.
Co-powered by Century Ply Club Prime. रहो बेफिक्र.
दादी के हाथों का जादू और खुशबू से महकता घर, माँ की मुस्कुराहट और खाने की सुगंध, MDH गरम मसाला,
क्योंकि हर रिश्ता है स्वाद से जुड़ा.
In the India Today Best Universities Survey, India's #1 ranked universities in various streams are JNU Delhi, Amity University, AIMS Delhi, IIT Delhi, and National Law School, Bengaluru.
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद, यही तो है इसकी खास बात.
वाओ मामा, क्या स्वाद है.
अरे मेरे राजा.
मुस्कुराए लड़खड़ाए जिंदगी, चाहे जो भी हो.
सर, पेशेंट के लिए कौन सा रूम प्रेफर करेंगे आप?
जिंदगी भर के प्यार का कोई रेट कार्ड नहीं होता. टाटा AIG हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस, विद यू लाइक फैमिली, विद यू ऑलवेज.
MDH की देगी मिर्च,
देगी मिर्च का तड़का, अंग अंग फड़का.
MDH की देगी मिर्च. प्योर सूजी पास्ता, उबालो मिलाओ और खाओ.
8 मिनट में तैयार.
क्या टेस्ट है, सबका राजा हार्डकोर मसाला.
impeach a judge for lighting a lamp? The only channel that fought for Dharmasthala. Arnab on the Deepam controversy debate tonight at 9 p.m. Co-powered by Century Ply Club Prime. Raho befikar.
ये है सीक्रेट रेसिपी MDH का जीरा सिप जल जीरा मसाला।
पैसा लगाना है तो सेंचुरी प्लाई क्लब प्राइम पे लगाओ। डूबेगा नहीं, जलेगा भी नहीं, कोई खा नहीं जाएगा, धोखा नहीं देगा, ऊपर नीचे भी नहीं होगा, सेफ रहेगा, सिक्योर्ड, मिनिमम 30 साल का रिटर्न देगा। अब इससे बेटर इन्वेस्टमेंट है तो बताओ। सेंचुरी प्लाई क्लब